Dear Starseeds standing at the threshold, today's transmission will completely shatter your understanding of why certain people have been draining your energy and why the universe has been deliberately delaying your blessings. By the time you finish listening to this message, you'll know exactly who's been betraying you, when your breakthrough is coming, and why your exhaustion has actually been protecting you from something far worse. The cosmic crossroads you're standing at right now isn't just another spiritual milestone. It's a carefully orchestrated divine intervention designed to extract you from a timeline where you are about to lose everything that matters. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and what I'm about to reveal will explain the strange exhaustion you've been feeling, the delays that make no sense, and the people around you who've been acting increasingly suspicious. You see, this morning at exactly 3:31 a.m. Pacific Time, the moon slipped into Aquarius, creating a cosmic configuration that's forcing hidden truths to surface. But here's what you haven't been told. This same configuration is exposing energy vampires who've been feeding off your light for months, maybe even years, and they know their time is running out. The energy of defeat dominating your field right now reveals something specific. You've been feeling completely drained, not because you're weak, but because someone has been systematically siphoning your resources while convincing you it's your spiritual duty to keep giving. This person smiles to your face, maybe even calls you family or friend, but behind your back they're either taking credit for your work, competing with you secretly, or planning to benefit from your upcoming abundance. The universe has been watching this injustice, and today marks the beginning of their exposure. You're too tired to fight anymore, and that's exactly where the cosmos needs you to be. Because when you stop fighting, when you stop pouring energy into broken dynamics, something miraculous happens. The tower that's about to fall in your life isn't your tower. It belongs to the person who's been in a position of power over you. Whether this is happening in your workplace, your family, or your social circle, someone who's been controlling the narrative, controlling the resources, or controlling your reputation is about to experience a spectacular fall from grace that will liberate you completely. Let me tell you something about October that your conscious mind doesn't know yet. There's a specific date in October, and many of you are seeing the number 9 repeatedly, when a door that's been locked for what feels like forever will suddenly swing wide open. This isn't a metaphor. I'm talking about an actual opportunity, an actual contract, an actual message that will arrive and change everything. The delay you've been experiencing with this particular blessing hasn't been a punishment or a test. It's been divine protection, keeping this opportunity away from the person who would have stolen it. The energy of material abundance appearing in your field confirms what we've suspected all along. You're about to enter a phase of unprecedented prosperity and grounding, but someone close to you has been positioning themselves to take credit for it, or share in rewards they didn't earn. This person knows about your talents, your plans, maybe even your spiritual gifts, and they've been subtly undermining you while pretending to support you. They make promises they never keep, borrow things they never return, or constantly expect you to pay their way while claiming they'll reciprocate someday. Here's the cosmic truth no one's telling you about exhaustion. When a starseed's energy is being siphoned by someone operating from a lower vibrational agenda, your body wisdom kicks in and literally shuts down your energy production to protect you. You're not lazy, you're not depressed in the traditional sense. You're experiencing what we call dimensional protection mode. Your higher self has been gradually withdrawing your energy from situations and people who were never meant to be part of your 5-dimensional timeline, and that withdrawal feels like bone-deep exhaustion that sleep can't cure. The moon's conjunction with Pluto this morning is initiating a spiritual audit of every relationship in your life. Think of it as a cosmic investigation where every person who has access to your energy, your space, your resources, is being evaluated by your spiritual team. Those who are operating from hidden agendas, those who are secretly competing with you, those who are feeding off your light while giving nothing back, they're all being marked for removal from your timeline. You don't have to do anything except stop resisting this natural process. Now, about that email or message you've been obsessively checking for, the one that seems to be taking forever to arrive. There's a reason for this specific delay that will shock you when you understand it. The person or organization on the other end needed to go through their own transformation first. If that message had arrived when you first expected it, back when you were still enmeshed with the energy vampire in your life, they would have found a way to insert themselves into that opportunity or sabotage it entirely. The delay saved your blessing from contamination. The Mars-Jupiter square, completing tonight at sunset, is creating what we call a truth eruption in your immediate environment. Someone's mask is about to slip completely off, and when it does, you're going to see something that will both vindicate and disturb you. You're going to realize this person has been playing a much longer game than you imagined. They've been strategic, calculated, methodical in their approach to keeping you small, tired, and dependent on their approval or presence in your life somehow. But here's the plot twist that changes everything. This person who's been draining you, competing with you, or undermining you, they're actually terrified of your authentic power. They saw something in you early on, a light, a potential, a destiny that made them feel inferior. And instead of doing their own work to rise up, they chose to try to pull you down. Every time they made you doubt yourself, every time they dismissed your ideas only to later present them as their own, they were trying to steal your confidence along with your energy. It's cosmic justice, a precise rebalancing of energy that's been calculated down to the last penny. Every dollar you've spent on someone who didn't appreciate it, every hour you've invested in someone who didn't reciprocate, every resource you've shared with someone who only took and never gave, all of this has been recorded in what we call the cosmic ledger, and collection day is approaching fast. Spring of next year, specifically around Taurus season in April and May, holds a relocation or major transition for many of you. The letter K keeps appearing in your field, whether it's a city, a street, a company, or even a person's name that will be significant to this change. This isn't just a random move. You're being repositioned on Earth's energy grid to a location where your specific frequency is desperately needed. Some of you will be moving north, following a pull you've been feeling but couldn't explain until now. The warning about passwords, locks, and personal boundaries isn't paranoia speaking. It's your security team in the higher dimensions alerting you to a breach in your energetic and physical security. Someone has more access to your life than they should. Maybe they have keys to your space, passwords to your accounts, or simply too much information about your plans and dreams. Before October's gateway opens, you need to conduct a security audit of your life, changing what needs to be changed, revoking access where it needs to be revoked. Let me explain what's really happening when you feel triggered or irritated by certain people lately. Your energy field has developed what we call a sophisticated detection system that alerts you when someone with a hidden agenda enters your space. That inexplicable anxiety you feel around certain individuals, that sudden exhaustion after specific conversations, that nagging feeling that something's off even when everything seems fine on the surface. These are all your upgraded sensory systems working perfectly to protect you from energy predators. The betrayal energy confirms that deception is active in your field, but not in the way you might think. The betrayal has already happened. It's been happening for a while now. What's changing is that you're finally becoming aware of it. And more importantly, the cosmic conditions are aligning to expose it fully. This isn't about you discovering the betrayal through your own investigation. The universe is about to deliver evidence so undeniable that even your tendency to see the best in people won't be able to explain it away. You know what's fascinating about divine timing? The very person who's been trying to keep you small is about to inadvertently hand you your freedom. They're going to make a mistake, say something they shouldn't, do something that finally crosses a line so clearly that you'll have no choice but to walk away. And when you do, when you finally sever that energetic cord, you're going to feel a surge of energy return to you that will feel like coming back to life after a long gray winter. The cosmic messages speak of someone who enjoyed seeing you struggle, who felt bigger when you were smaller, who needed you to need them in order to feel important. This psychological profile fits someone specific in your life right now, doesn't it? Someone who offers help but with strings attached, who gives advice but gets upset when you don't follow it, who claims to support your dreams but subtly plants seeds of doubt about your abilities. This person has been so skilled at their manipulation that you've probably been blaming yourself for the dynamic. October's breakthrough is connected to a cycle of 9, which in cosmic numerology represents both ending and birthing. Something that's been gestating in the quantum field for 9 months, 9 weeks, or connected to the 9th day of something, is about to manifest in your physical reality. This could be a project finally launching, a payment finally arriving, a position finally opening, or a person finally leaving. The number 9 keeps appearing because your subconscious is counting down to a completion, that your conscious mind can't yet see. Here's something about the upcoming full moon eclipse on September 14th that directly impacts your situation. Eclipses are cosmic wildcards that accelerate karma and collapse timelines. The person who's been taking from you, lying to you, or competing with you is about to face the full force of their own karma under this eclipse. But more importantly, the eclipse will demand that you release your addiction to being needed by people who don't truly value you. It's asking you to sacrifice your role as the giver, the healer, the one who always understands. The universe has been preparing a replacement for every toxic person you're about to lose. For every false friend who falls away, a true soul family member is waiting to enter. For every workplace bully who gets exposed, an opportunity with people who actually value your contributions is being prepared. For every family member who's been taking advantage of your kindness, a chosen family member who reciprocates your love is being guided toward you. The cosmic law states that no vacuum remains empty, and the vacuum created by removing energy vampires will be filled with authentic connections. That property or living situation connected to the letters P and H that keeps appearing in synchronicities represents more than just a physical home. It's a sanctuary designed for your specific frequency, a place where your energy can regenerate without interference, where your creative projects can flourish without scrutiny, where your authentic self can emerge without having to explain or defend itself. This space is already being prepared for you in the quantum field, and its manifestation in physical reality is connected to October's breakthrough. The travel opportunity you've been sensing, the one connected to career advancement or educational expansion, it's real and it's coming. The star symbol that keeps appearing in your dreams and meditations is literally pointing you toward your next chapter. Some of you will be traveling for a conference, a training, a job interview, or even a permanent relocation that will position you exactly where you need to be for the next phase of your mission on Earth. This opportunity will present itself shortly after the October breakthrough. Let's talk about why you've been unable to sleep properly lately. Waking up at strange hours, especially around 3 or 4 in the morning. These aren't random sleep disturbances. These are activation windows when your spiritual team is working on your energy field, removing artificial limitations, dissolving old contracts, and upgrading your ability to hold higher frequencies. The exhaustion you feel during the day is partly because of the intensive work being done on your light body while you sleep. The message about not needing to prove yourself anymore is crucial for what's coming next. The person who's been making you feel like you need to constantly justify your existence, explain your choices, or prove your worth, they're about to become irrelevant to your journey. When October's door opens, you'll walk through it without needing anyone's permission, approval, or understanding. The only validation you'll need is the inner knowing that you're finally aligned with your true path. Something specific about workplace dynamics needs to be addressed. For those of you dealing with someone who takes credit for your ideas, who undermines you in subtle ways, or who presents themselves as helpful while actually sabotaging your progress, your vindication is imminent. The Mars-Jupiter square tonight is particularly powerful for exposing workplace deceptions. Hidden emails will surface, private conversations will be overheard, or someone will accidentally reveal their true intentions in a way that can't be taken back. The financial abundance heading your way comes with specific spiritual responsibilities. You're not just receiving money, you're being entrusted with resources to anchor more light on Earth. The universe has observed how you've handled scarcity with grace, how you've shared even when you had little, how you've maintained your integrity even when it would have been easier to compromise. Now you're being graduated to a new level, where abundance flows through you, not just to you. The cosmic timing showing spring with the number 9 suggests that by next spring, you'll be in a completely different reality than where you are now. The transformation between now and then will be so complete that you'll barely recognize your current life. The person who's causing you stress won't be in your daily experience. The financial pressure will have lifted. The opportunity you're waiting for will have materialized. The exhaustion will have been replaced by vibrant creative energy that flows freely. You need to understand something about the person who's been betraying or draining you. They're about to experience what we call a karmic acceleration. Everything they've taken from you, energetically or materially, will be required back with cosmic interest. But here's the important part. You won't have to watch or participate in their karmic experience. By the time their karma fully activates, You'll be so removed from their timeline that you might not even hear about it until much later, if at all. The cosmic guidance about boundaries isn't suggesting you become cold or closed off. It's inviting you to understand that boundaries are actually a form of love. Love for yourself, and surprisingly, love for others too. When you stop enabling someone's parasitic behavior, you force them to develop their own spiritual strength. When you stop being available for one-sided relationships, you create space for balanced ones. When you stop accepting less than you deserve, you teach others how to value what you offer. Those of you who've been seeing repeating numbers, especially sequences containing 9, these are countdown codes. Your higher self is literally counting down to the moment when everything shifts. Some of you have been seeing 9 repeatedly. Others see sequences like 18 or 27, all multiples of 9. Each time you see these numbers, your subconscious is being reminded that the completion is approaching, that the wait is almost over, that your liberation is imminent. The cosmic protection that's been activated around you is more powerful than you realize. The person who's been working against you is about to discover that attacking a starseed who's under divine protection creates an immediate karmic ricochet. Every negative thought they send your way, every manipulative move they make, every lie they tell about you, it all bounces back to them amplified. This isn't revenge, it's simply cosmic law in action. What you send out returns to you multiplied, and they've been sending out a lot. Here's a truth about energy vampires that might surprise you. They often don't consciously know what they're doing. They operate from such a deep state of spiritual poverty that taking from others feels like survival to them. This doesn't excuse their behavior or mean you should tolerate it, but understanding this can help you release any guilt about cutting them off. You're not abandoning someone in need. You're refusing to enable their spiritual dysfunction. The email or message that's going to change everything will arrive when you least expect it, probably when you finally stopped checking for it obsessively. It might come on a mundane Tuesday afternoon or early on a Sunday morning, but when it arrives, you'll know immediately that this is what you've been waiting for. The opportunity will be even better than what you originally hoped for, because the delay allowed it to evolve into something more aligned with who you've become during this waiting period. Now let me tell you what happens after October's breakthrough, because the story doesn't end there. November and December will be months of rapid manifestation, where everything you've been waiting for seems to arrive all at once. The job offer, the relationship clarity, the creative breakthrough, the financial abundance, it all cascades into your reality in quick succession. You'll go from feeling stuck and forgotten to feeling like the universe's favorite child, because in truth, you always were. The relocation or travel opportunity connected to the letter K represents more than just physical movement. It's a vibrational elevation that requires a geographical shift to fully anchor. Some of you will be moving to places known for their spiritual energy, others to cities where your particular skills are desperately needed, and some to locations that seem random, but are actually precise coordinates on the Earth's energy grid where your frequency is required for planetary healing work. The warning about tightening your security isn't just about physical passwords and locks, though those are important too. It's about energetic hygiene, about being mindful of who you share your dreams with, who you tell your plans to, who you allow into your creative process. The person who's been feeding off your energy has been doing so partly through information gathering, using what they know about you to either copy your moves or block them. Let's address the elephant in the room. Some of you are wondering if you're being too suspicious, too guarded, too harsh in your assessment of people. Let me be clear. Your intuition has been accurate all along. Every red flag you noticed but explained away. Every uncomfortable feeling you had but suppressed. Every warning sign you saw but ignored. They were all valid. Your spiritual programming to see the best in people has been weaponized against you by those who know how to exploit kindness. The Tower of Illusion isn't just predicting disruption. It's promising liberation. The structure that's about to collapse has been your prison, even if it looked like security. The person who's about to fall from power has been your warden, even if they called themselves your friend. The situation that's about to implode has been suffocating you, even if you told yourself it was temporary. When the tower falls, and it will fall before October ends, you'll finally see how small that prison cell really was. Here's something crucial about the spring transformation coming your way. By the time Taurus season arrives in April and May of next year, You won't just be in a different location or situation. You'll be a different person entirely. The exhausted, depleted, confused person listening to this message today will be a memory, and in their place will stand someone confident, abundant, clear, and absolutely certain of their worth and their path. The transformation will be so complete that current friends might not recognize you. The financial prosperity heading your way has a specific purpose beyond personal comfort. You're being positioned to become what we call a lighthouse for other starseeds who are going through what you're experiencing now. Your story of moving from depletion to abundance, from confusion to clarity, from betrayal to blessing, will become a beacon for others who are trapped in similar dynamics. The universe is essentially training you to become a guide by having you walk the path first. The person who's been your primary energy vampire, the one who's caused you the most exhaustion and frustration, they're about to make their final mistake. This won't be a small error, but a spectacular miscalculation that exposes their entire game. When this happens, and it's connected to tonight's Mars-Jupiter square energy, everyone who doubted your instincts about this person will suddenly see what you've seen all along. Your vindication will be complete and undeniable. The cosmic audit happening in your life right now is identifying every single energy leak, every person who takes without giving, every situation that depletes without nourishing, every commitment that binds without support. By the time this audit is complete, which will be around the September 14th eclipse, you'll have a clear list of what needs to go. The beautiful part is that you won't have to force anyone out. They'll remove themselves when they realize they can no longer feed off your energy. Something powerful happens when a starseed finally says enough. The entire universe reorganizes itself to support your liberation. Opportunities that were blocked suddenly open. People who were hidden suddenly appear. Resources that were unavailable suddenly flow. It's as if the cosmos was waiting for you to value yourself enough to stop accepting crumbs. And the moment you do, it delivers the feast that was always meant for you. October marks this turning point for you. The universal message about expecting material improvement isn't just about money, though financial abundance is certainly coming. It's about upgrading every aspect of your physical experience. The car that's been breaking down gets replaced. The living situation that's been stressful gets resolved. The health issue that's been nagging gets healed. The relationship that's been draining either transforms completely or ends peacefully. Every area of your material life that's been a source of stress is about to become a source of support. Those letters P and H that keep appearing in synchronicities are initials of either a place or a person who will be instrumental in your next chapter. For some, this is a city like Phoenix or Philadelphia. For others, it's a person whose name contains these letters, who will offer you an opportunity. For still others, it's a company or organization. Pay attention when these letters appear together. They're marking the pathway to your next level of abundance and purpose. Let me tell you what your exhaustion has actually been accomplishing behind the scenes. While you've been too tired to engage in the drama, too depleted to fight back, too worn out to care, your energy has been quietly building in reserve. Think of it like a dam holding back water. The exhaustion has been the dam, and behind it, an enormous reservoir of creative power has been accumulating. When October's breakthrough removes that dam, this stored energy will flood into your life with tremendous force. The workplace drama some of you are experiencing is about to resolve in the most unexpected way. The person who's been undermining you, competing with you, or taking credit for your work is about to overplay their hand. They'll either claim credit for something they clearly didn't do, make an accusation they can't support, or reveal their jealousy in front of the wrong person. Their exposure won't require any action from you. In fact, the more you stay out of it, the more complete their self-destruction will be. Here's the cosmic joke about energy vampires. They think they're winning by taking from you, but what they don't understand is that stolen energy never integrates properly. It's like trying to run a diesel engine on regular gasoline. It might work briefly, but it ultimately destroys the engine. The energy they've been siphoning from you is too high frequency for their system. It's actually been accelerating their karma, speeding up their lessons and hastening their exposure. They've been poisoning themselves with your light. The number 9 that keeps appearing isn't just about completion, it's about birthing. You're in the 9th month of a spiritual pregnancy, about to give birth to a new version of yourself. This new self won't tolerate what the old self accepted. This new self won't apologize for having boundaries. This new self won't feel guilty for choosing peace over chaos. This new self won't question their worth or their intuition. October marks the birth of this new you, and nothing will ever be the same. As we approach the final phase of this transmission, I need you to understand the magnitude of what's about to shift. You're not just leaving a toxic situation, you're graduating from an entire timeline. You're not just cutting off an energy vampire, you're severing connections to an entire network of limitations. You're not just receiving one blessing, you're opening to a continuous flow of abundance. You're not just finding your voice, you're remembering your cosmic authority. October isn't just another month, it's your portal to a completely different reality. The signs will be unmistakable when they come. The email will arrive with perfect timing. The person who's been draining you will expose themselves completely. The opportunity will present itself clearly. The path forward will become obvious. You won't have to guess or wonder or hope. The universe will make it absolutely clear that your time of struggle is over, and your time of receiving has begun. All you have to do is be ready to walk through the door when it opens. Remember this truth as you navigate the coming days. Your exhaustion was wisdom. Your boundaries are love. Your intuition was accurate. Your patience will be rewarded. Your losses were redirections. Your delays were protections. Your struggles were preparations. Everything has been leading to October's breakthrough, to the revelation that's coming, to the liberation that's already in motion. The crossroads you're standing at only leads one direction, toward your complete sovereignty and absolute freedom. The person trying to dim your light has already lost. The situation trying to contain you has already cracked. The limitation trying to define you has already dissolved. You just can't see it yet because you're still inside the old timeline. But we can see it from our vantage point in the higher dimensions. We can see October's door standing open. We can see you walking through it. We can see the joy on your face when you realize everything you've been waiting for was waiting for you too. If you need help shifting from the old timeline, Destiny Engine can reprogram your consciousness to perceive from higher dimensional vantage points, rather than remain trapped in limitation programming. We are using the Dark Elite's own weapons against them, taking their declassified consciousness technology that kept you stuck in old timelines and repurposing it to help you see that every person trying to dim your light has already lost. It generates personalized sequences that help you walk through October's door and realize everything you've been waiting for was waiting for you too. You can start with a $1 trial. The hardest thing you'll have to do is put on headphones, press play, and allow your consciousness to be reprogrammed to shift from old timeline perception to higher dimensional awareness. The door is standing open, and everything is waiting for you. Get your Destiny Engine $1 trial now, before this timeline shift window closes. Link in the description. And so, dear Starseed, as this transmission completes its circuit, remember that you are never alone in this struggle. We've been watching, we've been orchestrating, we've been preparing everything for your emergence. The exhaustion you've been feeling was never defeated. It was your cocoon. And now as October approaches with its promise of breakthrough, you're about to discover what you were becoming all along. The crossroads before you isn't really a choice. It's simply an invitation to step into the life that was always meant to be yours. I am Seraphine, and this transmission has been specifically calibrated for your consciousness on this powerful day of September 4th, 2025. The moon in Aquarius, the Mars-Jupiter square, the approaching eclipse. All of these cosmic forces are conspiring in your favor. We love you beyond measure. We see your light even when you can't. And we are with you as you cross the threshold from exhaustion to exhilaration, from depletion to abundance, from betrayal to blessing. Your October breakthrough isn't just coming, it's already here in the quantum field, waiting for linear time to catch up. We are watching over you, always.